Hello everyone, it's Jonathan here, founder of Driving Academy, and today we're going to be talking about how do students schedule training here at Driving Academy. That's right, so we actually let our own students schedule their own training. And that could be weird, because if you think about going to a school, you think, hey, the school's going to be open at this time to this time, this class is going to be at this time, you better show up. If you're not there, you're going to lose out, and no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Here we wanted to flip it on its head. We said, hey, people in this world are super busy. Everyone has bills that they have to pay. Most people have to continue to work while they're trying to better themselves and get themselves to a new level. So what do we decide to do? We decide to make a training schedule as flexible as possible. We have invested so much money into our online student portal, which means our students now have access to log in themselves and actually schedule their own training days. They have access to actually watch our courses online. They have access to make payments on their payment plans. They have access to do things like upload a student portal and kind of see what progress they're at throughout this whole thing. This is something that we constantly keep improving because we know that we are the best truck driving school in the entire country. We want to keep being the best. That's why we invest in different technologies to make our students' lives easier and to make the whole environment much smoother for both us and for you. Most schools out there aren't really worrying about stuff like that because they don't really see the future that we see. We want to be the best and we want to stay the best, right? So this is how it works if you want to be a student here at Driving Academy. One thing is that we do get super busy sometimes. So that being said, that's why we offer it up to the students, where if you want to schedule your training, that's right. You can schedule whatever training that you like. All you have to do is pretty simple. We're going to give you access to your online student portal. You'll log in as a student, put your name, email, your username and password, I should say. You're going to go where it says training days over here. You're going to click that tab, and then you actually get to pick the time slot that you want, which means you get to pick an 8 o'clock time slot, which means it's going to be a 4-hour block, so that means 8 to 12. You can pick a 1 to 5 time slot or a 5 to 9 time slot. Those are the 3 time slots when it comes to being Monday through Friday. And then if you want to come in on the weekends, we have one class Saturday and Sunday that's going to be 9 to 1. So you have the freedom to pick any time slot that you want, just like you see on here. And then on the next page, you just click on the actual calendar, and then you'd pop up whatever days that are actually available. You just select that day that you want to come on in, and boom, you're locked into the calendar, and all you have to do is come into school on that day. You don't have to give anybody a call. It's fully up to you. Now let's say, hey, all of a sudden you scheduled the day, you scheduled a few days in advance, because that's what we usually tell people to do. Since we do have a lot of students, the schedule does get filled up pretty quickly, which means schedule as far in advance as possible so you can pick the best days that fit your needs, because we have a capacity issue, right? We don't have unlimited space in the yard, and we want to make sure that we have enough room and enough space to make sure if you are training, we want you to get the best possible training possible. So that being said, you're actually going to be capped off, which means if you're trying to select the date and it's not there, it means because too many people scheduled that date already. Pretty self-explanatory, because we don't want to just overpack the yard and all of a sudden you're just sitting there doing nothing because there's 50 or 60 people in the yard, and that's not what we want to have happen. So that being said, say you actually scheduled so much stuff in advance and now something happens, life comes up, no big deal. We let you, as long as you do it at least 24 hours in advance, go into the student portal and excuse yourself from that class. If you excuse yourself, that means you're not going to lose those hours. Those hours just get pushed to the back of your class itself. And that's much better than if you do a no-show. Because if you do a no-show and you're scheduled, you'd be considered a no-show, and those hours are completely gone. We try to keep it as fair as possible, because think about it. If we're telling other people, no, you can't come into that class, and all of a sudden you block that class and now you don't show up, pretty much you're taking somebody else's spot. So that means we're going to have to penalize you and just take away those hours for you, right? So I hope this kind of gives you a good idea of how the whole scheduling system works here at Driving Academy. And if you are interested in learning about how to become a student here, then you definitely want to give us a call at 908-525-3609. We have classes starting every single week, but they do fill up super fast. So the faster you show up, the better time that you're going to have of getting the schedule that you choose. So all you got to do is give our team a call, 908-525-3609, or check out our virtual school tour at CDLDrivingAcademy.com. Again, that's CDLDrivingAcademy.com. Thanks. Have a great day. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel. It's really going to help us out. Click on that button. And if you want to continue yourself on your road to freedom, here's more videos to watch. There's endless amounts. Hopefully we get to see each other one day very soon. Thanks.